Sorry about that momentary interruption. Wife had to get a hold of me. So, like I was saying, they think that we're stupid. Politicians, as a general rule, think that we're beyond mental redemption. They think we're too stupid to think for ourselves. So, they've decided that they have to make our decisions for us. Perfect example of that is whether we should wear a mask to not catch the flu. Whether we should get a vaccine that's experimental. But Joe Biden's border policies have let over 2,000 Mexican immigrants sneak into the country, illegal immigrants, sneak into the country just in the month of July. 2,000 plus just in 1 month. I don't even have 2,000 friends. I suppose Joe Biden does because of his policies. Now, because it's Friday, I'm gonna just kind of go off on the deep end here and just do some BSing. Nothing majorly critical, or at least I'm not going to try to do anything majorly critical. But I'm going to talk about the current state of affairs. For example, Joe Biden was talking about the hurricanes that have hit our wonderful country. And then he says it's because of global warming. Wait, hurricanes are because of global warming? He says we need to get climate control. He wants to control Mother Nature. She didn't vote for him either. It's a joke. What is wrong with this country? So many people can't open their eyes and see the truth. I mean, seriously. I have been a member of so many different groups. And none of those groups that I have been a member of have ever told me how to think, how to act, how to vote. None of those groups have told me what I should wear, what I should do, what I should say. But there's a large group in America who wants to cancel anything that they find offensive to them. You know, they wouldn't have survived my childhood. They'd have been too busy crying in their rooms. I watched movies by Mel Brooks. You want to talk about offending people? Mel Brooks knew how to offend people. Blazing Saddles, Young Frankenstein, Men in Tights. Now, those were some good movies. Heard the other day that that the woke community, the cancel culture groups, are currently trying to get rid of the charter schools throughout the world, throughout the United States. They want to get rid of charter schools because they can't control them as well as they can public schools. Come on, people. If you don't like something, don't try and make me like it or dislike it. If you don't like Bugs Bunny, then don't watch Bugs Bunny. You don't have to cancel it for everybody else. You don't take away everybody else's fun just because you are offended by something. Heck, I don't like Brussels sprouts. Doesn't mean I'm stopping anybody else from eating them. The point is, if we could all just let people live their own lives, if the government could just let people live their own lives. Wow. What a concept, eh? And for you, those of you who are against abortion, big win in Texas for you. Texas has made it nearly impossible to get a legal abortion. Go Texas. And the U.S. Supreme Court has backed them up on that. So, what does that say? Nothing really. It says that one of my favorite states has decided that killing unborn children is wrong. Now, why is it that the Democrats, Joe Biden included, who are pro-choice for the most part, not all, but a lot of them, and believe that abortion should be legal, are the same people who think that our borders should be opened up to allow terrorists and murderers and child molesters in, irregardless of background checks or anything else. Oh, wait. Because it fits their agenda. It's all about the money. Don't let them fool you. They're following the money. Every decision Joe Biden and his puppeteers have made has been about money. How they can make more money. Vaccination, for example. I know what you're thinking, but the vaccination is free. Sure it is. The vaccination is free. And then the second vaccination or third vaccination shot is free. And then all of a sudden, they're telling you got to get yearly booster shots. How long are those going to be free? It's all about the money, people. And why is it that if it works so well and it's going to save so many lives that they made it free, why didn't they make cancer treatments free? Why didn't they make insulin free? If they're so worried about people's lives that they're making this vaccine free and forcing it down your throat, why is it not free for other types of health care? I mean, the prices of prescriptions these days is outrageous. But they're going to give you a free vaccine. And now a lot of companies are saying it's our right to force you to be vaccinated if you're going to work for us. That's kind of true. It is. They can legally mandate that you have to have a vaccine to work for them, just like they can legally do random drug screenings if you're going to work for them. But the thing is they can't force you to make the choice of getting the vaccine. They can't force you to get the vaccine. Nobody can. Because it goes against your liberties. It goes against your personal freedoms. Now I know, it sounded like I just double standard. No. They can force you to get the vaccine if you are going to work for them. You don't have to work for them. You can get another job. And trust me, there are plenty of jobs out there. So, they can force you to get the vaccine if you are going to be employed by them. But they cannot force you to be employed by them, so they cannot force you to get the vaccine. It's the same argument people had when I wouldn't wear a mask. But you have to wear a mask to come into our store. That may be true, but I don't have to wear a mask because I don't have to shop at your store. There are other stores. Except, of course, when the government is trying to mandate that all stores require a mask. Or all companies require vaccination. Once the government mandates that they have to do that, then it's becoming an illegal gray area. Legally, it's definitely a gray area. Now, my brother Mike and I had a discussion back about the masks. And he was talking about, people coming to his place, his business, having to wear a mask because he wanted to protect himself. So he can enforce that they had to have a mask. That's true. But it's also true that they can go someplace else for that business. But when the government steps in and says all of those businesses have to require a mask, that's when it becomes a problem. That's when it transcends civil liberties. And it's not just masks, now it's vaccine. If you don't get the jab, you can't go here, there, or whatever. Now there are a lot of airlines are requiring you to have proof of vaccination to fly on their planes. Pretty soon it'll be all. Right now it's the bigger ones. But you can choose to take your business elsewhere. But my question is this. Whose business is it if I get the vaccine, if I wear a mask? Nobody's but mine. Because if you got the vaccine, you're protected. You don't need me to have the vaccine. You have it. You're wearing a mask, that should protect you. You don't need me to wear a mask. You're protected, you've got your mask. You worry about you, I'll worry about me. And that's where we all need to stand. Everybody needs to understand that it's a personal choice. The vaccine, the mask, whether you smoke, whether you drink, whether you do recreational drugs, own a gun, go to church. These are all personal choices. These are freedoms, liberties. It has to be your choice. And it's all about your choice. Now, yesterday in my live, I mentioned that COVID isn't new. It's not. It's been around for years and years. COVID-19 is the 19th identifiable strain of COVID. That is a fact. I also said that the vaccine is not 100% effective. That is a fact. So I'm not getting the vaccine because it's not 100% effective. Wearing a mask is not 100% effective for preventing it. There are no guarantees in life. And for any of you out there who go, well, you know, I'm a Christian, I'm a Jew, I'm whatever, you know, and I'm a firm believer in God, then my question is this: why are you worried about a vaccine? Why are you worried about getting a disease? You've got God to protect you. You've got your faith to protect you. I've got my faith to protect me. My faith has done a dang good job. I'll tell you that. I haven't worn a mask. Haven't gotten the vaccine. Haven't gotten sick. Nope. I haven't. Because my faith is stronger than my government. My faith is stronger than any disease. My argument remains. It remains the same as it has since the beginning of all of this. Personal choice, personal freedom. If you want to wear a mask, you want to get vaccinated, I'm not going to stop you. If you want to do those things, that is your choice. But don't try and tell me what I have to do either. Because that's my choice. It's my choice if I want to wear a mask. My choice if I want to get vaccinated. Those are my choices. My choice if I want to own a gun. Which church I want to go to, if any. All those are my choices. Your choices are yours, my choices are mine. Let's respect the fact that we have those. Otherwise, we're not living in America. We're not living in a free country. If you're not free to make your choices, I'm not free to make my choices. We're not living in a free country. So, I've ranted. I've had my say one way and the other. I said I wasn't going to get all riled up. Oops. It's just I'm a firm believer that we all deserve to have our freedoms. That's why I joined the Army. That's why we went to foreign countries throughout the world to protect the freedoms we have here at home. But when a president of the United States, the commander-in-chief of our armed forces, thinks that checking his watch is more important than showing respect to the warriors who gave their lives to protect our country, Joe Biden, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed. We should be ashamed of you. I am. And like I said back when it was announced that he won the election, he's my president. It's not my choice. But he did win the election through whatever means that happens to be. And I'm ashamed of my president. So, that having been said, I'm getting lots of comments, and I appreciate that, but I can't see them when I'm driving. I can't take the time to just look and read. So I will be answering your comments. It'll just be after. I want you to spread love, spread freedom, spread those diseases. I'd love that. Because I don't care if you're a mask wearer, non-mask wearer, gun owner, non-gun owner, vaccinated, unvaccinated. You have those rights, and I love you for it. So, without further ado, I'm going to head out of here. Love to all. You guys take care of each other. Love one another. I'll be in touch. Probably Monday. Talk to you soon. And happy Labor Day.